The 5 dancing Israelis are just the tip of a vast iceberg. In September 2001, federal law enforcement was busy dismantling the largest Israeli spy ring ever discovered on American soil.
Since September 11th, more than 60 Israelis have been arrested or detained, either under the new Patriot anti-terrorism law or for immigration violations. A handful of active Israeli military were among those detained, according to investigators, who say some of the detainees also failed polygraph questions when asked about alleged surveillance activities against and in the United States. There is no indication that the Israelis were involved in the 9/11 attacks, but investigators suspect that the Israelis may have gathered intelligence about the attacks in advance and not shared it. Numerous classified documents obtained by Fox News indicate that even prior to September 11th, as many as 140 other Israelis had been detained or arrested in a secretive and sprawling investigation into suspected espionage by Israelis in the United States. Investigators from numerous government agencies are part of a working group that's been compiling evidence since the mid-90s.
In the summer of 2001, the Drug Enforcement Agency issued a report that was revealed to the public by Intelligence Online magazine in March 2002. According to this report, 140 Israeli spies aged 20 to 30 had been arrested between March 2001 and September 11th, and 60 more would be arrested shortly after September 11th. They had accessed at least 36 sensitive Defense Department sites.
The first part of the investigation focuses on Israelis who say they are art students from the University of Jerusalem and Bezalel Academy. They repeatedly made contact with U.S. government personnel, the report says, by saying they wanted to sell cheap art or handiwork. Documents say they, quote, targeted and penetrated military bases, the DEA, FBI, and dozens of other government facilities, and even secret offices and unlisted private homes of law enforcement and intelligence personnel.
The report states that most of them said during interrogations that they, I quote, served in military intelligence, electronic surveillance intercept, and/or explosive ordnance units. Some have been linked to high-ranking officials in the Israeli military. One was the son of a 2-star general. One served as the bodyguard to the head of the Israeli army. One served in a Patriot missile unit. Another acknowledged he could blow up buildings, bridges, cars, and anything else that he needed to. End of quote. What is particularly interesting is that, according to the DEA report, I quote, the Hollywood, Florida area seems to be a central point for these individuals, end quote. More than 30 of the 140 Israeli spies identified prior to 9/11 resided in or near Hollywood, Florida.